Hi, hello, welcome back to Bioenergetics and indeed Reichian Breathwork. My name's Devaraj, and today I wanted to introduce to you a very useful technique for releasing really the upper part of the spine and neck and shoulders. It's a very powerful release, and it's drawn from the work of Wilhelm Reich. And if you're a fan of my channel and my work, you know that I often like to combine techniques. You know, two techniques in a certain posture can really increase the release. Because often when you start doing bioenergetics or Reichian work, you have deep, powerful releases, and it's good, you know, it moves a lot of energy. But at a certain point, your mind kind of learns how to be in the posture and not release, because that is the nature of the mind. You know, mental states tend to behave as though they are autonomous, and they seek to continue, they seek to keep going, and so they don't really want to release. Some part of us says, yes, I want to release, and the other's a bit, oh, it's a bit scary, I think I'll just keep clinging on. And there is this tendency for mental states to want to maintain themselves. So it can be very useful to use little tweaks and touches in postures, and we do a lot of this in Bioenergetics The Journey or in the Reichian Breathwork course, which you can find online. So let's take a look at today's release, and it's making use of these two techniques. The first is called cry breathing. Now you may have come across cry breathing if you're familiar with the Reich Home Book, or you've seen some of my videos on the Reich Home Book, but essentially what it is, it's also sometimes called histrionic breathing. It's basically breaking your inhale up into 6, 7, 8 little chunks, rather like a little kid that's protesting. It goes like this. And then on the exhale, what I do with cry breathing is make a short kind of sound, a short sound of disgust. Not a big kind of vomiting, hurling energy out, but this basic short sound of disgust. So the whole inhale and exhale looks like and this is a great technique for releasing self-pity, because this cry breathing is what we naturally do when at the age of about 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, there's something we don't want to do. Maybe our dad wants us to go in the back of the car, he's got to go and see his friend in the garage or whatever, and you don't want to go, and it's not really painful, it's not really upsetting, but you want to protest, and so we do this cry breathing, this kind of histrionic way of trying to let the parent know that, you know, we're not happy about this. And doing this again starts to release that self-pity energy from inside the psyche. So that's one part of the release we're going to do. And the other part is lying down, making use of a yoga cushion. And this yoga cushion is excellent because it's full of buckwheat hulls, so it's nice and solid. And I can place it like this, and it makes quite a firm bolster for my upper back. Now you can also do this technique on a bed that's at least like about 1'6", 45 centimeters off the floor, maybe a little bit higher, or a table with a yoga mat on it or something like that, ensuring of course that you're not going to be falling off in any way. But basically what you want to do is set up a situation so that you can put that down, and then we're going to lean back on it such that we can hang back like this, arms above our head, and that the point of balance feels to be around the upper shoulder blades. There's not an exact point, and in fact you can, you move it by an inch, a few centimeters each time you do this technique, and it may give a slightly different release from the spine. But let me just shift mine slightly. Your tailbone should be down, your knees should be up, whether you're on a bed, table, or using a yoga cushion like this. And then in this position, belly breathing, which is breathing like this, ballooning the belly out to create an inhale, will of itself create a release after a while. But we can increase this by doing the belly breathing with cry breathing. So it's like at some point you may get this kind of contraction coming on like this, and you just allow that. Allow a contraction to take over your body, or spontaneous movement. Keep your eyes open for that part. In fact, keep your eyes open for the whole posture. You get these quite satisfying contractions which can be quite strong and do provide quite a release from the upper spine. Okay, so that's today's exciting release technique drawn from the work of Reichian breathwork. If you're interested in this stuff, if it's working for you, do check out my course, Reichian breathwork online. I'll leave a link below and I'll speak to you later. Feel free to leave me a comment about if anything exciting happened for you doing this technique. Speak to you soon.